Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way, and I'm Deb. What I'm doing today in my kitchen is I'm going to do some dehydrating of fruit. A few pieces of fruit that I'm going to throw in the dehydrator as an experiment and see how it turns out. So I've already peeled up some apples here. Really good. But I did a couple of apples. I have a couple bananas I'm going to try. Michelle, do you see this? Rob, we'll see how this goes. And I have some really ripe watermelon. My husband already cut the rind off of that, so I just have to slice it up. He ate some of it the other day, and this is left over, and it's getting really ripe, so I'm going to try and dehydrate some. So those three fruits I'm going to be cutting up, putting in the dehydrator, and we'll see how it turns out. So this is all in conjunction with Page Family Homestead, Our Journey Back, and it's the Let's Dehydrate. So let's dehydrate. Let me get going. So I already have my apples sliced up here. I'm going to get them on a tray. The trays are all nice and clean and washed, ready to go. And I have the wrong side with the little pegs down. So let me put the slices of apple on here. And these were big apples, but here, let me come down here a little bit too. These were mature apples, but they weren't really big apples. So I'll probably even just fill one tray with this, I bet you anything. But that's okay. This is an experiment. Okay. Don't flop it around too much there, Deb. Well, I'm going to cut him in. Oh, and those are going to be cut too. It said to make the pieces like 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. Well, these are more like 1/4 of an inch. Oh, I'll cut that one too. We'll do that one. Some of these I need to try and cut just a little bit thinner, I think. I don't want them dehydrating for 20 plus hours. And who knows, maybe that's what the bananas will take. I don't know. Never done this before. This is a first. Like I said, I'm experimenting. Matter of fact, that's even what my husband said earlier when I told him I was going to be filming a few things today. These need to be cut up a little bit more. I told him I'm going to be filming a few things today. I said I'm going to be dehydrating. He says, oh, you're going to be experimenting? Yep, that's about right. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to fill one tray with all the banana, and that's okay. I will admit, the last fruits that I did, I thought were pretty good. They were the berries and strawberries, and let's see, I had a couple wild berries in there too. I thought they tasted pretty good. They turned out just wonderful, but William didn't really care for it too much, so I took the whole, what I didn't want to keep here was just a little bit, and what I didn't want, oh, hey, this is too thin to really dehydrate. It's good. But what I didn't keep on my own, I took over to my brother and sister-in-law. They loved it. I got one more piece here I need to find room for. I think I can do it. I did it. First tray of apples, ready to go in the dehydrator. Let me put it over there and start the second tray. I think what we'll get going next is going to be some of this watermelon. Okay. I really would like to have it longer pieces, so let's try this. Now, Peggy tried watermelon the other day, and she said to make them about, the slices about 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Well, I can see where I'm going to be eating some of my product here, but that's okay. My husband cut these in wedges. before I told him what I was planning to do. So I'm getting odd shapes here, but I don't think that really matters either. You know, I don't think it matters. It's going to turn out dehydrated no matter what size they are. Okay, let's try another little one. We'll do it this way. And Peggy said, now this is a seedless watermelon. Peggy said that seedless would work just fine. That you can eat some of these seeds. There's no problem with eating the seeds. Well, personally, I don't like the seeds. The little white seeds, they're okay if you really have to eat them. The black seeds, forget it. Okay, let's try and slice this one all along. There we go. All right. Oh, he's too small. Yeah. One more piece. We'll see about him. He's got too many seeds on him. Now, this watermelon was a very fresh, probably first of the season here in Florida, and it was a little round one, okay? So it wasn't the big oblong. I don't know the difference in the names of the watermelons, but it wasn't your typical oval or oblong shaped watermelon. It was a small round one. It tastes just as good as a watermelon. I mean, it is a watermelon, you know. Let me get another tray. Okay. And we will do these this way. And notice I'm not putting any mat down on the tray as I put the fruit on here. I observed other videos that didn't have it. I read that you didn't need it for this sort of thing, so I'm not putting the mat down. And I probably will just fill this one tray. We'll see. Well, I might have enough for another one. We'll see here. I think I'll let that go in, okay? So I can fill another tray with the rest of this watermelon. I'll be back. Or really what I should say when I take a leave here to put the trays in the machine is, hold please, like Michelle does. Real Life with Michelle and Rob. Check it out. She does a lot of dehydrating right now. Okay, we'll see how this goes here. This tray is not going to be completely full, that I know of. I've got 2 bananas I'm going to cut up as well, but I don't know if it will take 2 trays or 1 tray or what. I may put more bananas on this one. Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to cut up some more watermelon. I made an executive decision right there. Yeah, I got more watermelon. I can cut it up and use it. I don't know how it is where you are today. We're having a very hot, humid day. Perfect for staying indoors. Too miserable to be outside right now. So that's why I'm doing this. And I'm working on one there. That should do it. I'm going to be working on another project when I get this all going. My second tray of watermelon. Let me go get that over. Hold, please. I'm gonna get rid of this paper towel here. I'll probably put down a new one. I don't know why, I'm just choosing to do this on a paper towel here on the cutting board. You don't have to, I just chose to do it when I first started out. So, peeling my banana, very ripe banana. Smells wonderful. And let me cut this. The end, too small to put in the dehydrator. Oh, tastes good. Okay, and I'm making these about 1/4 of an inch thick. From what I understand, yes, it will take some time for these bananas to, you know, finish. That's okay. You know what? I feel like Robert on Homestead Aquarius doing the hand business. But I show my face every now and then too, no matter what. So anyway, almost done with the first banana. I didn't really cut these too round. They're turning into oval size shapes. Okay, another end. Let me get this tray going. Ooh, they're slippery. Slippery little devils. Now I've had dried bananas before. I've had dried apples. I've had some dried fruit, and it was okay. My brother is the one who told me after I got my dehydrator a couple months ago now that yes, he's dehydrated before. I never knew that. I never knew that. And he's the one that told me about watermelon. He said he used to do that all the time, and he and his wife did church events. They would take bags of dehydrated fruit, and especially watermelon, to the events and give it to the kids. They loved it. They absolutely loved it. So he said, you gotta try it. He knows I love cotton candy. So it's like, yep, that's why I'm doing watermelon. Okay, I'm gonna cut up this other banana. So I'll have 2 bananas down on 1 tray. And that's how much I'm going to dehydrate for this time. And I promise I'm going to dehydrate these completely in the dehydrator. I'm not going to do it in the oven or try to do it in the oven like Michelle tried to do. That sounded like it was quite a disaster. But I'm hoping that her husband Rob will see this and see that this is the way you do it. And that Michelle can do it if he'll let her. After the little catastrophe of the burned bananas and on the baking sheet and the smell in the house, he kind of put the foot down and said, nope, no more bananas. But you know what? If I can do it, Michelle can do it. Anybody can do it. I feel like I'm making an hors d'oeuvre tray, but it's looking pretty good. And whatever banana I can't fit in here, I'll just eat. So nothing will go to waste. Oh, did I have, you know what, I've got more space on, nothing's gonna go to waste anyway because I have more space on that other tray. A few more pieces, but not this one. Okay, there's my banana tray. And then I'm gonna add a couple more pieces to the other tray of watermelon, and I'll take you over there in a minute. Hang on. To the pantry we go, and that's where I have the dehydrator set up. Seems to work well here because I can just let it sit here and run and do its thing, okay? So I've got the trays all set up. I've moved the apples to the top and the watermelon to the bottom. And I know, yes, I'll be rotating this halfway through. But let me get this going and we'll start the process. And I'm going to do it on fruits and vegetables at 135 degrees. Let me put the handle down. So let me switch that over there now. Right there. And I'm going to plug it in. Let me see here. And we have ignition. It's going at 135. That's the setting for fruit and vegetables. And it's mid-afternoon right now here. I know it's going to run all night. That's okay. I do get up in the night anyway. I'll check on it. No problem. So I'll let you know what it looks like when it's all done. So hang in there. I'm not going to say hold please because it's going to be a few hours. I might let you check it, I might let you see what it looks like at the halfway point, okay? When I rotate the trays, but I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to stop the process for at least 3 hours, maybe 4. Okay, so until then. Okay, it's been about 4.5 hours since I started the dehydrator. And I'm going to take a check here. And the apples are looking pretty good. I'm going to just try and turn everything over here. And yes, I did wash my hands. But the apples are looking really good. Okay, coming down the corner here. I think that's about right. And I'm going to rotate. So this tray will go on the bottom. Oh, the bananas are looking good. Oh, yeah. Look, Michelle. This is what a dehydrated, almost dehydrated, fully dehydrated banana should look like. Gosh, I don't even really have to turn these over, but I will. They're sticking just a little bit, but I can get it off of here really easy, no problem. They're just kind of peeling right off. Okay, I think I did these, but I'm just flipping them again. Okay, there's the second tray, and I will put, whoops, this on top. Ooh, these are looking good. Let me show you the watermelon tray. Look at that. And here's the bananas I put in with this tray of watermelon. Let me get that. And then let me, I don't know if I'll be able to flip these. These aren't really done yet. And they're sticking to the tray a little bit, but they peel right up. This might be interesting. And that one. I'll put that tray on top. And this is the bottom tray of watermelon. Let me get that twist turned over here. It just feels kind of leathery, and some of it's really nice and drying, but the other ones feel kind of leathery, I suppose those are the thickest pieces. But I tell you, my hand is getting sticky. I should say my fingers are getting a little sticky from turning this watermelon over. Okay, and I'll put this one on top. But for now, it's going back in for another couple of hours. And then I'll recheck it, and yeah, let's see, it's about 7:30 now. I'll check it in about 3 hours. Okay, it's bedtime check. Okay, getting ready to go to bed. It's going 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, top. I think I may let some of these come out. These are still kind of soft, so I think I may let it go a little bit more. Well, for a few more hours. This will probably end up going on the bottom. So far nothing's really hard. They're still kind of bendable. Even these little ones are really kind of, you know, floppy. I don't know what you call it. I'd like it to be just a little bit harder. So I will let it go a little bit. Oh, now these are good. Okay. The bananas I'm taking off. Some of them. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. So for that matter, I wonder if I can combine all of this to one tray. I might just try that. Of course, I didn't turn all these over, so what am I doing? I'll just let it go. It's been a long day. And yes, oh, this is such a little one. I'm going to eat it. Tasty. I just have a few more pieces to fill in here, and then I can get rid of this one tray, which is just fine with me. Let's move some of these. Okay, so I've got watermelon moved to one tray. I've got an extra tray here I can get rid of. No problem. I can handle that. Put you there, you gotta be washed. Okay, so the watermelon's gonna go on the bottom. Let's see what, oh, those are nice, nice. The banana is good. And they're done. So they went about 6.5 hours. So FYI, Michelle, my hair is terrible. FYI, Michelle, the bananas went for about 6.5 hours. And they were sliced, you know, like 1/4 of an inch thick too. Okay, but they are all done and dehydrated. So they are getting moved to a container. Not the bad. We'll set that tray right there, and we'll see what these are doing. Apples, just a little bit more maybe. Yeah. They're still pretty pliable, just like the watermelon. Okay, no problem. So what I'm going to do, I am going to rotate the tray, so the watermelon will go on the bottom of the 2 trays that are still full of fruit. I'm going to put an empty tray on the very bottom, my 2 fruit trays in the middle, and one of the empty trays on top. Okay, so I still have 4 trays on the unit. And get it started back up again, and I'll check it. I usually do get up in the middle of the night for, you know, reasons that don't need to be talked about, but anyway, I'll get up and check on this too. About 2 o'clock, okay, and see how it's doing. But otherwise, I've got bananas all done. They're good. So let me get this fired back up again. There you go. I'm going to head to bed, okay? So I'll show you what the results are tomorrow morning of all the rest of the dried fruit. I've got apples to go yet on the watermelon. Bananas are nice and done. Success. So, Rob, it can be done, and I'm sure Michelle can do it, so let her try bananas again. Just keep going in the dehydrator. You know, it's going to take several hours, but just keep on going. Okay? Otherwise, I'm going to call it a night, you guys. Hope you're all having a good one. You take care, and I'll be talking to you again real soon, but for right now, it's going to be bye for now. Hi, everybody. It's now the next day, and it's going on... What time is it, William?
11:06.
Okay. It's around 11 in the morning. My dehydrator's been going since 3 yesterday afternoon with, you know, me checking every 4 hours or so, and even through the night. Yes, it was me up at 2 o'clock to do that. Anyway, the bananas are done. And besides that, I've got apples and watermelon in here, and they're done right now. So let me take them off and show you. I did keep the empty trays in here too, so there's a stack of 4 trays. Empty tray was on top. And then, well, I already started taking some of the apples off the second tray, but apples were on the second tray. They're done. And my watermelon is on the 3rd tray. And then there's an empty tray down below that. So everything's done. Let me show you here. These are the apples that I'm finishing taking off the tray. And they are nice and finished. And they taste like apple. So, very good. And then the tray underneath was the watermelon. And that looks nice and done. And I guess a couple apple pieces that I had left over there. But these are all done. Let me get another container out for them and get those put away. But all in all, everything turned out very well. And I'm pleased with it. The watermelon is really very good. So, that's going in this container because I'm sure it will get eaten quickly. And the watermelon is nice and sweet. Okay. So let me get lids for these, but for now, it's cleanup time. Hope you're all having a great day out there. You take care. We'll be talking to you again real soon, but it's going to be bye for now.